Rain drizzled against the cracked windshield as David sat in his old pickup truck, waiting for the traffic light to turn green. His daughter, Lily, sat in the back seat humming softly, her tiny fingers tracing patterns on the fogged-up glass. The air inside smelled faintly of crayons and old leather, and despite the storm outside, the warmth between father and daughter filled the small space. David glanced at her through the rearview mirror and felt the familiar ache in his chest, half love, half longing. Lily had her mother's eyes, wide and bright, though her mother had walked out when Lily was just a baby. For 6 years now, it had been just the two of them against the world. The light turned green. David shifted gears, but before he could press the accelerator, his eyes caught sight of a car parked by the roadside. Its hood was up, steam rising into the rain. A young woman stood there, struggling with the latch, her umbrella tumbling in the wind. Cars drove past her without slowing down. David's hand hesitated on the wheel. He was late for work already, and he knew his boss would give him another lecture about personal responsibilities bleeding into work hours. But when he looked again at the woman, drenched, helpless, and alone, something inside him wouldn't let him drive away. "Daddy." Lily's small voice broke the silence. "Why did we stop?" He gave her a reassuring smile. "Looks like someone needs help, sweetheart. We can't just leave her there." David pulled over, stepped out into the rain, and jogged toward the stranded car. "Need a hand," he called out, raising his voice over the storm. The woman looked up, strands of wet hair plastered to her face. She looked about his age, maybe a little younger, with kind but weary eyes. She gave a nervous laugh, half embarrassed, half relieved. "Yes, please. The car just died on me. I don't know what happened. I tried calling roadside assistance, but they said it would be over an hour." David rolled up his sleeves and leaned under the hood. "I'm no mechanic, but let's see what we've got here." Minutes later, after some tinkering and a jump from his truck, the car sputtered back to life. The woman's face lit up with gratitude. "You have no idea how much this means," she said. "I'm Claire." "David," he replied, shaking her hand. "And that's my little co-pilot back there, Lily." Claire leaned down to wave through the truck window. "Hi, Lily." Lily, shy but curious, tilted her head and whispered something David almost didn't catch. "Daddy, can she be my mommy?" The words struck David like lightning. His throat tightened, and for a second, he couldn't breathe. Claire hadn't heard, but the innocence in Lily's voice pierced the silence inside him. He forced a gentle chuckle. "She's just being silly," he said, but inside, his heart was shaking. That day was supposed to end there, a brief moment of kindness in the rain. But fate had other plans. A week later, David and Lily were in the grocery St.